What if one bold government move could send XRP skyrocketing? Picture this. The US government makes a groundbreaking financial decision, and suddenly, XRP, the digital currency everyone's been buzzing about, catapults to an unbelievable $10,000 per token. Sounds wild, right? Well, today we're diving into a theory that's got the crypto world buzzing. Tired of fake gurus who claim to be expert traders but never trade live? I trade live on the second largest crypto exchange, where everything is transparent and results can't be faked. For over 440 days, I've consistently closed every month in profit. In the last 90 days alone, my followers have seen over 70% profit with only 4% drawdown. Verified results, not empty claims. Want to see my verified stats? Click the first link in my profile and start copying my trades for free today. And it's no sci-fi fantasy. In this video, we'll unravel how a potential T-bill swap could trigger this massive surge, what it could mean for investors like you, and why power players like the US Treasury and Federal Reserve might be pulling the strings behind the scenes. Stick around, because what we're about to dive into could completely reshape how you think about crypto. Here's the scoop. A market analyst, Vincent Van Code, has floated a mind-blowing theory. He suggests that the US government, or maybe a heavy hitter like the Federal Reserve, could strike a deal with Ripple, the company behind XRP, to snag a chunk of its escrow tokens. The kicker? They'd buy them for a jaw-dropping $10,000 each. But here's where it gets wild. It's not about straight-up cash. Instead, the government could pay Ripple with treasury bills. Yep, those IOUs we all trust from Uncle Sam. In return, Ripple would gain a stockpile of T-bills they could use to boost liquidity, secure loans, or even sell. This isn't just some backroom financial deal. It's a bold strategy with the potential to flip the global market's perception of XRP's value on its head. Ready to break this down? Let's go! Right now, Ripple has around 38.1 billion XRP tokens sitting tight in their escrow, a giant digital vault waiting to make waves. Now, imagine this. What if a major player, like the government or a financial powerhouse, swoops in and buys a hefty chunk of those tokens at a fixed price of $10,000 each? That move would instantly set a global price standard. Picture the ripple effect. Pun intended. Suddenly, investors worldwide recognize XRP as being worth at least $10,000 per token. Banks, institutions, and even nations would scramble to reassess their strategies. No one wants to miss out on a financial revolution. But here's the real kicker. Why would the US government make such a bold move? That's the million-dollar question. Or should we say, $10,000 token question? Van Code lays out three big reasons behind the idea, and they're worth paying attention to. First up, it's about curbing market manipulation from global players like China. With XRP pegged at $10,000, even a massive sell-off wouldn't crash the price below that magic threshold. Think of it as a financial safety net, protecting against the kind of chaos we've seen before. Next, it's a power play to boost the influence of the US dollar. By controlling the value of a major digital asset, the government could tighten its hold on global finance, even as the world starts to slowly drift away from traditional currencies. Thirdly, imagine a shift that could lay the groundwork for a blockchain-driven economy, where instant settlements and digital assets become the new standard. With XRP's fixed supply of 100 billion tokens, the potential market cap could skyrocket to unimaginable heights. But could this really happen? Van Code thinks it's more than just wishful thinking. According to him, if governments are truly determined to lead in the blockchain space, this vision is entirely within reach. A unified push from the IMF and the Federal Reserve, he argues, could drive global XRP adoption, leaving other nations scrambling to keep up. Now visualize the ripple effect. Pun absolutely intended. Suddenly, XRP holders everywhere could wake up to find themselves instant multimillionaires. Sounds surreal, right? But there's always a catch. Governments might clamp down with strict regulations, steering everyday investors towards central bank digital currencies instead of diving into the XRP craze. At the same time, banks and corporations could trigger a mad rush to hoard XRP for themselves, sparking a frenzy that shakes the financial world to its core. Let's zoom out for a moment and consider the bigger picture here. This theory isn't just about one cryptocurrency shooting to the moon. It's about a revolutionary shift in how we perceive money and value in today's world. For decades, the US dollar has reigned supreme as the cornerstone of global finance. But what if a digital asset like XRP could disrupt that dominance? Imagine this. The government uses T-bills to purchase Ripple's escrowed XRP at $10,000 per token. Such a move wouldn't just set a precedent, it would signal to the world that blockchain isn't some fleeting fad. It would cement itself as the foundation of a bold, new financial era, smashing old barriers, and rewriting the rules. Now, let's break it down. What are T-bills exactly? For anyone unfamiliar, they're short-term government securities. Buying one is like lending money to Uncle Sam, who then hands you an IOU and promises to pay you back with interest. Here's the kicker. T-bills are considered one of the safest investments around. Why? Because they're backed by the full faith and credit of the US government. It's like having a rock-solid safety net in the world of finance. And that's where this theory gets really fascinating. What happens when one of the world's safest assets starts connecting with the future of value? Imagine this. Instead of handing out cash, the government uses T-bills as a kind of currency to buy XRP. This approach not only keeps the money swirling within the financial system, but also gives Ripple a rock-solid asset to work with. The intriguing twist? By using T-bills to back XRP, the government could effectively lock its value at a jaw-dropping $10,000 per token. Think of it like setting an unshakable price floor, a safety net no one can dip beneath. Investors would feel a newfound sense of security, knowing that no matter how wild the market gets, XRP wouldn't slide below this threshold. It's a bold idea, blending the reliability of traditional finance with the cutting-edge world of digital currency in a way that could ripple, pun intended, across both industries. But not everyone's sold. Critics argue that fixing XRP at such a lofty price is pure fantasy. They're quick to point out that for XRP to naturally climb to $10,000 through market forces, it would take decades of steady organic growth, if it ever happens at all. Whether this concept is visionary or overly ambitious, it's undeniably fascinating to imagine what such a leap could mean for the future of finance. Critics argue that this kind of intervention could unleash unpredictable economic ripples, potentially shaking up global markets in ways we can't foresee. Then there's the regulatory wildcard. Governments worldwide are still grappling with how to handle cryptocurrencies. A move like this could spark a wave of new laws and policies, and let's be honest, those changes won't work out in everyone's favor. But hang on, let's not jump the gun. Even if the idea sounds a bit out there, it's worth diving into the motivations behind it. At its core, this theory is about countering potential market manipulation by powerful players. Imagine a country like China or another economic heavyweight trying to disrupt the market. Setting a fixed price for XRP could act as a stabilizer. Think of it like a safety valve, stopping the system from boiling over under pressure. And let's not overlook the strategic play here. There's a deeper game being played, and whether you agree with it or not, it's hard to ignore the level of thought behind it. Picture this. By setting a high price for XRP, the US could push other nations and financial institutions to acknowledge the game-changing power of blockchain and digital assets. It's a bold statement, a declaration that says, we're leading the charge, and if you want in on the future of finance, you'll need to follow our lead. But this theory isn't just about inflating the value of cryptocurrency. It's about rewriting the rules of the financial game entirely. Now, imagine the shockwaves if this strategy took shape. Longtime XRP holders who've been riding the crypto roller coaster for years could suddenly find their investments soaring to unimaginable heights. For some, it could mean turning modest savings into life-altering wealth in what seems like the blink of an eye. It's the kind of scenario that sparks excitement and maybe a little anxiety about what's next in the ever-evolving world of finance. But here's the kicker. This isn't just a simple plan. It's a massive challenge, and the stakes, they couldn't be higher. Pulling off a plan like this isn't as easy as snapping your fingers, right? Think of the mountain of logistical, regulatory, and political challenges involved. For starters, brokering a deal of this scale between the US government or the Federal Reserve and Ripple would be like threading a needle in the middle of a hurricane. The level of coordination and trust required would be unprecedented in the world of international finance. Even if an agreement were reached, it would face intense scrutiny from regulators at home and abroad. In today's hyper-monitored financial landscape, every move would be under the microscope, with immense pressure to get it absolutely perfect. And let's not forget the Herculean task of convincing other nations to follow suit. That's a whole other mountain to climb. Imagine a world where the US sets the price of XRP at $10,000, using it as a cornerstone for the global financial system. Such a bold move could send shockwaves across international markets, forcing other nations and institutions to fall in line, or risk being left behind in a new economic order. But history tells us this kind of global coordination is no small feat. Skeptics and critics would undoubtedly emerge, warning that such a drastic shift could backfire, triggering market chaos and uncertainty. And then there's the retail investors. Sure, some might rush to embrace the change, eager to ride the wave of potential profits, but others could feel sidelined, seeing a system that seems tailored for major players rather than everyday people. Still, The idea of a digital currency taking center stage in the financial world is impossible to ignore. For decades, the US dollar has been the foundation of global trade and finance. But as blockchain technology advances and digital assets gain traction, many are starting to question whether it's time for a new era. Enter XRP, instant transactions, finite supply, and a vision for a faster, more secure financial future. It's a glimpse into a world where money isn't just paper or numbers on a screen, it's something smarter, sleeker, and built for modern life. And if the US government were to back it with a game-changing move like a T-bill swap, it could spark a monumental transformation, redefining the way we think about money in ways we've never imagined before. This theory has certainly sparked a fiery debate among crypto enthusiasts. Some hail it as the dawn of a monumental financial revolution, while others dismiss it as little more than wishful thinking. Leading voices in the XRP community, like Ripple Queen and Zach Rachter, have thrown their own weight into the mix. Ripple Queen recently argued that the $10,000 target might not be as far-fetched as it sounds. It's achievable if investors play their cards right. Meanwhile, Zach's enthusiasm over XRP's rumored inclusion in the US crypto reserve has poured gasoline on the buzz, fueling hopes that such lofty price points are within reach. Of course, as with any bold vision, uncertainty and what-ifs continue to loom large. Some critics argue that such a massive leap in XRP's value won't happen overnight. To hit $10,000, they say, would likely require a government-backed deal and decades of steady growth and widespread adoption. Without a gradual, market-driven rise, this kind of jump might feel more like a fleeting spark than a lasting financial revolution. And let's not forget the elephant in the room: regulation. In a world where governments are growing increasingly cautious about cryptocurrencies, a move by the US to peg XRP at such a high value could open the floodgates for new rules and oversight. This could either cement XRP as a key player in the global financial system or plunge it into a maze of regulatory uncertainty. So, what does all this mean for you, the investor or crypto enthusiast tuning in? The bottom line is simple. While this theory is exciting and full of potential, it's crucial to keep your feet on the ground and your expectations realistic. The idea of turning small investments into life-changing wealth overnight is undeniably thrilling. But let's face it, those dreams come with their fair share of risks and uncertainties. The buzz about a potential government-backed surge in XRP's value is electrifying. But for now, it's just that, a possibility. The crypto market is a roller coaster of surprises, where the foolproof strategies on paper often face unexpected roadblocks in reality. Still, the chatter around XRP and potential government intervention is more than just hype. It reveals a fascinating shift in the financial world. The growing acceptance and integration of blockchain technology are shaping a new era. Whether XRP ever soars to $10,000 or not, the mere fact that people are debating the government using T-bills to purchase digital assets is groundbreaking. It's a clear signal that traditional finance and cutting-edge technology are merging in ways we couldn't have imagined just a few years ago. For those keeping an eye on crypto's rise, this is more than news. It's the start of a financial revolution worth watching closely. Let's take a moment to unpack what a move like this could mean. It's not just about one digital coin shooting to the moon. It's about the evolution of money as we know it. Are we witnessing the tipping point where digital currencies finally steal the spotlight in global finance? Or is this just another bold prediction destined to get lost in the endless noise of crypto hype? The truth is, no one knows for sure. Only time will reveal the answer. What's undeniable, though, is how the buzz around XRP potentially hitting $10,000 has ignited a crucial conversation about the government's role in shaping the digital finance landscape. Before you dive into any big decisions, remember, the crypto market is a roller coaster of unpredictability and thrill. Always do your research, consult the pros, and weigh the risks carefully. The future may be exciting, but it's always best to stay grounded. Whether you're a seasoned investor or just exploring the future of money, staying ahead of the curve is key in an ever-changing world. After all, the next big financial revolution might be closer than you think. If you found this insightful, tap that like button. It helps us reach more curious minds like yours and spreads the word about XRP. Let's see those likes roll in. Want more updates? Hit subscribe and never miss a thing we're doing on the channel. Curious why holding at least 1,000 XRP could be a game changer? Don't miss the video right over there. It could be the insight that changes everything for you.